discuss about the tools and techniques for the cybercrime investigation, and we can see that the hike in the cybercrime in India, and actually what happens and how law enforcement agency are tackling this problem, how the cyber cell or police is handling the cases. uh, some of the facts will not be covered which are directly related to the law enforcement agency. Some of the parts are covered by them only, but what a technical person can do while solving the cases, and which are the tools and techniques are used for the cybercrime investigation. uh, Maybe if you will do the Google, you will not get the exact thing what happens in the cyber cell, and this can be learned only by if you are working with law enforcement agency as a helper or as a social contribute. One thing which I should be clear that all law enforcement agency are capable to solve all the cases. It is just as a they allow some internship also. They allow that student will also should learn about these things, sharing of knowledge. So these are some technical perspective in which they wish that the student or the company person or the other than the person from law enforcement agency can join, and they can work together, they can share their knowledge. So some of the things you will never get to know about Google. If you are googling for the tools and technique for cybercrime investigation, you will only get the things related to the digital forensics. You will not able to get the exact thing what happens when you are investigating any a cyber case, because these things are I haven't got on Google also. This is the experience like Panchanama. Okay, Panchanama is also done in the normal case also, and it is also done in when there is any cyber case also. Normal Panchanama in which there is a statement from the accused, and also there is a technical Panchanama in which whatever the evidence you have collected, that will be on paper. So these things will you will not get on the Google. Whenever you are going to search anything related to the cybercrime investigation tools and technique, you will only get most of the time related to the digital forensics. But we will check out that digital forensic is the last part of the investigation. Okay, the main thing is you have to capture the accused, and at that time what type of tools and technique you have used to go for there. So first, this is my sessions index, what we are going to discuss today. First is the type of fraud. There are different types of frauds, and law enforcement agency organization in India. At least if you are talking about cybercrime investigation, you should know which are the organizations in India that are directly handling the cybercrime cases. After that, we are going to check out the three pillars of cybercrime investigations. Whatever the major thing you will get to know on internet, that is the digital forensic. But what about the first two things which are very much important for the investigation? Then we will take one case study of the recent Jamtara 2020. Recently, you can see every day cybercrime branch news. You can see on the media, and a very good work is going on there. And a lot of cases are solved in these days, and that is continued from last 2 3 years. uh, After that, we will cover the reverse engineering of web application and mobile application, because these are some of the most important part for the technical person. And if you are a technical person and you want to contribute in the police, then your role will come there for the reverse engineering also. After that, we will discuss about the third pillar, that is the digital forensic. When you have captured the accused, the person who has done the cyber crime, now how you will collect the evidence, and uh, according to the court, what is necessary. We will discuss about the 65 B certificate. A lot of things are there. We will discuss in the digital forensic. And being a cybercrime investigator, if you want to do, jobs, which are the organization where you can contribute, and what type of post it come, and what will be the salary. So we just start with the type of frauds, and these days these type of the frauds are making noises in the India. And whatever the technical, if you are just thinking about the technical content like keylogger, malware, and all these things. I remember that in SIM swapping frauds, most of the time the criminals are using the keylogger, or they are using the RDP. So all direct technical things for doing the cyber crime, these are covered in these type of frauds. So these are the major categories of frauds. You can see OTP, UPI, Google Pay link fraud, without OTP frauds, QR code scan frauds, wallet KYC update fraud, like that. Jamtara is connected with the Paytm KYC, job fraud, loan fraud, pawn site fraud, remote access fraud, chemical. If you have heard about 419 scams, that is the Nigerian scams. So you can check out on internet also. Some typical types of cyber crimes are directly related to them. In that it comes about the chemical and seed frauds. OLX frauds, these days a lot of frauds on the OLX is happening, that the accused is posting the image of the army man, and after that he is keeping the vehicle photo in that, and he will tell, I want to sell. So people getting connectivity like it is army person and he is selling, he's a genuine person. So they get trapped into that. Customer care fraud, helpline fraud, e-commerce. So these are the some major types of frauds that are currently happening in India. And what major things are to be covered, tools and technique to solve these cases. So all these cases are solved by the cybercrime branch, Ahmedabad, and they are doing a very well. Related to the hacking, you have seen that GTU data leak case recently. That case was solved by PIMN Desai sir, and he was honored by the DGP also in one of the G24 collect program, because these were the very technical, very much technical case it was for the data leak. So these are the some of the type of frauds. Now we will check out the organization related to the cybersecurity. You must know, because if students want to do the internship, or if they want to be really a cybercrime investigator, so they should know what are the organizations in India which are currently working on cybersecurity, and where if they want to apply for job or anything, if they want to do the internship, or they want to know more, they can visit their site, like CBI, CID crime and railways, cybercrime branch, NTRO, state police stations, DSCI. This is one of the India's biggest organization, and it is directly related to the law enforcement agency also. NPCI, that is the National Payment Corporation of India. So whatever the payments are done, this is the monitoring organization. National Crime Record Bureau, that organization is keeping the records of the crimes, not only cybercrime crimes in India. And one major program that was initiated by MHA, that is I4C, Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center. And in Hyderabad, there is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy. This academy is giving training to the IPS. So their cyber training also happened for 6 months. After that, National Cyber Coordination Center, National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection, and CERTIN. So these organization will be very helpful for you if you want to work in cybersecurity field, and if you want to work as a cybercrime investigator, that you should be having a visit of these all websites. You will get a lot of things to know. Now, some of the initiatives which have been used in India for to stop the cybercrime. This SciCode, it is a MHA portal and a lot of technical content people can get. Only this is only for the law enforcement agency, but a lot of content, technical content as a cybercrime investigator. So they are just putting the SOP and all these things. Normal public can also view this SciCode and get a lot of information, and that's National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. You can report here also. Digital Police and certain Cyber Swasthya Kendra and NCII. So these are some of the initiatives which have done in India to stop the cybercrime. So I'm just giving one sample also, that this is one of the student from GTU GSET who was appreciated by one of the respected IPS, AK Singh sir, who was the ex-commissioner of Ahmedabad, right now DG in NSG. Right now he's in Delhi. So this student has solved one case that is was related to the income tax fraud case, and this case was selected as a number one position in India in one of the event which was organized by NCRB in Delhi. So Gujarat was selected at first position, and this was the case which Naresh has also contributed in that. So working together makes a task easy and a lot of things to know. So this is why I am showing this. If anybody wants to contribute in law enforcement agency, they are appreciated by police also, and so a teamwork has been carried out, and that makes decrease in the cybercrime also by working together. Now this is the main thing. Uh, this is the main thing that you have to check out for the investigation. uh, what to do for the investigation technical work. So if we are discussing for the tools and techniques for the cybercrime investigation, these three steps has to be performed, and part 1 and part 3 are directly a technical person can contribute, but some of the facts for the investigation, like part 2 CDR analysis, IPDR analysis, tower dump analysis, that is a major core part of the law enforcement agency. They have to handle these things because some of the things are very confidential, so technical person won't be able to work on these things. What a technical person can do, so to solve any cybercrime case, this is the real first part, is information gathering. So whatever the type of case is there, cybercrime happened, so first is to gather the information. The information will be part of the information will be from the victim. He will tell what type of fraud is happened, and what number he was using, and he has to narrate all the story, what happened. From that thing, the technical person will start the searching by using the open source intelligence. Now he will perform all these activity. We will check out in detail also this. Now for if there is a requirement, suppose like in income tax fraud case, one of the person in Ahmedabad, he got a message, text message, and in text message it was dear X, your income tax refund has been on pending. If you want to complete the process, this is a link, register it. There was one link, he clicked on the link, filled all the forms, and installed one application. And after installing the application, after 15 minutes, 3 lakh rupees were deducted from his account. So if you want to investigate the case, you have to again repeat that process in a controlled environment. You have to click on the link, you have to fill all the information, but you don't have to fill the correct information. You just dummy data you have to fill. Now you will get the mobile application, Android application, and you will install the Android application. Now installing the Android application, two things you have to do. You have to use some tools like testing of this Android application. You have to do the reverse engineering of this Android application, because some of the evidences will be in that application. So whenever it depends on the developer of the application. If he's a novice person, he's a beginner, he don't know much about the Android application, and he is making that application, he will keep such type that we will get the evidence by doing the reverse engineering of that application. Like you will get the mobile number, you will get any email ID, or you will get any website link, wherever the data will destined at the whether on any website, on any mobile number, or anything, data will go to that place. So whatever the things have been kept there, and that will be the main evidence to track that thing. And for that thing you can also do the practice first also. If you want, if you are not sure that I will do this thing and this will happen, you can I have also mentioned some URL for the practice also. You can practice on vulnerable OS labs cloud. You can practice by CTF, or you can also do the practice of the online websites. The part two, that is related to the investigation. In that you have to do, you will not be able to do. That is core related to the law enforcement agency. They will be doing CDR analysis, IPDR analysis, tower dump analysis. And when police will capture the accused, they will bring the accused with the digital gadgets. At that time a technical person can do the forensics by using different tools. We will discuss, suppose the person will be the accused will be having the mobile phone. Now you have to get the deleted data also from that mobile phone. So different tools are there. You can also use the mobile edit software. You can use the hardware UFED. Most of the time UFED is used. And in that, what type of process you have to do? There is logical, advanced logical, there is a physical. And whenever you are doing the physical, at that time you will get the deleted data also. So all the content of the mobile will be there at one place, and you can search the evidence. So that in detail we will check out in the part 3 process. Now this I will take to this one, Paytm KYC fraud. Recently our team has done this operation Jamtara, and Jamtara is the place where cyber crime started in India before 10 years. It is the most dangerous place in India, because the environment is such type of there are jungle, and Naxalites are also there. So it is very difficult to do the operation in Jamtara. You can Google it, and you even there is one series also in Netflix, Jamtara. You may be able to know how much difficult it is to capture the accused from Jamtara. But Gujarat police did a very well job, and they even do the technical, even and to capture the accused, they have planned a lot. And they, you can see in this picture that Gujarat cops grow long beards, pose as a tourist to nab cyber criminals from Jharkhand. So, like a movie story, all these things happened after the technical work, and it was a successful operation. A very great job was done by the PI Muchal sir. And so, what was the case we will discuss, and how technically it was solved, and what was the procedure we will check out. So whenever there is a fraud, okay, there was a call for Paytm KYC update, and one of the person from Ahmedabad was trapped in that. Total fraud amount was 10 lakhs. 10 lakh rupees were deducted from the victim account. Now what happened, and how the people, the accused, the Jamtara person are using taking the money, how they are from black to white, how they are doing. So whenever they have done this event, they have taken the fraud amount. They have purchased the Amazon gift cards, and by level wise they have redeem it, and they have took the money. So this picture you can see, this is the same box. Is it visible, sir? Darshan sir?
Yes, it is visible.
Visible. Okay, so I'm not telling you the complete story, what is the process, how they are doing. I'm just taking the technical part in this case. So message has been sent. Actually, what is happening? You know, you people know that every day we have heard about the Paytm KYC fraud. Now now the people are getting the call. It is not like randomly they are getting the call. There is a process behind that. The accused from the Jamtara, they just contact some of the people in different states, and they give a script, like your Paytm KYC has been on hold. To do this, you have to call on this number, or you contact this number. Like I have got 3 to 4 scripts. In some of the scripts, what happening, that the people will get the message, they will call to that number which is mentioned in that message, text message. Now that person, the number which is mentioned in the message is in Jamtara. Okay, now the person, the victim will call to the person Jamtara. Now from there he will do the whole process. But what about the messages? Lakhs of messages are going in a single day. How they are getting, people are getting lakhs of messages? This is a sim box in which total 512 slots are there, and in a single attempt, 256 messages can be sent. So they are using these things, and this was the process they were sending the messages. So people are getting the message, they call to the Jamtara people. Jamtara people will do their process, and they will take all the money from the victim. Now, how we are getting the information and how we proceed all these things? So whenever we are getting any website, or we are getting anything related to the we got a lot of things related to this case, we first do the open source intelligence. This is one of the website, Intelligence X, and at the left side you can check out, these are the third party search, means these are the tools. First is the journal tool, second is the email, third is the domain. Suppose any website is there and you want to check the domain information, you want to check who is the registrant. So all these things you can check out in the domain. After that, IP, things related to the Bitcoin, image, username. So a lot of tools are available in this. The first part is the open source intelligence. We have a very good experience that sometimes the case is very direct. You are getting all the information, but still you should do the open source intelligence. I remember one of the turning point in one case, in the income tax fraud case, that we have done a lot of technical work, and we were having the number of AQs, and whenever we are getting the CDR, we were getting the nil, because that same was used only for the internet purpose. And there was at one time the case was stopped. We were having the dead end, there was no solution in that case. But we kept that number on earlier in Facebook. There was option, you want to search any keyword, it will check complete database of the Facebook. And in Facebook, ever from last 10 years, from where Facebook started, if that keyword is present in the Facebook database, you will get the post at so we kept that number in that Facebook search. And we got one post of 2000. One of the person in Ludhiana, cyber fraud happened with him, same income tax fraud happened in with him, and he mentioned in the Facebook post whole story, and he also kept that these five other numbers were there, which were the money was transferred in that accounts. So total six number he mentioned in his post, and luckily we were having five numbers to proceed, but we were not having the sixth number. From that post, we got the sixth number, and that number was working. From that point, again the case started, and it was completed. So this is the open source intelligence. So if you want to be a very good cybercrime investigator, you should be perfect in open source intelligence. This is the main key point, and several courses are also there in for the open source intelligence. MOOCs is also there in open source intelligence. So whenever there is any case, you have to search it by heart, and that is the part of your open source intelligence. So to become a very good cybercrime investigator, you have to do a lot of work on the open source intelligence. And to know more about the tools, this is the one toolkit. You can search on Google, write start.me and Ocean. Okay, there is one website start.me, and you will get to know about these tools. More than thousands of tools are available directly at a one place. That is a, and this is the open source intelligence toolkit. You can just check out this. Maltego is also information gathering toolkit. You can also see the left side, local social links, Maltego transforms, Ocean toolkits, website scraping, crawling. And if you are having image, PDF or anything, and you want to check out the metadata, because this is also very important. Whenever you are having any evidence, and you want to proceed, you first check out the metadata of that evidence. So some of the tools are also, you can see at the right side, metadata exif data. So this start.me, this website is providing you the toolkit for the open source intelligence. And if you are getting the case which is related to the cryptocurrency, so also the tools are available. So to solve this Jamtara case, we have used these tools to get more and more information to get the exact point in the case. So you will get more than thousand of tools in this start.me open source intelligence toolkit. And this open source intelligence X, this is also one of the very good website to gather the information. So we have used these toolkits to solve that case. And in between we got one website also which was deleted. Okay, so currently that website was not existing, so we have to do some reverse engineering also. Okay, Wayback Machine is also, you can check out. If somebody has made a developed a website, and that accused has done the cyber crime, after that he has deleted the website. Or so if you want to check what was there in the website, you want to check the home page of that index page of that website, you just take the URL of that website and check out in the tool Wayback Machine, archive.is, Black Widow, cast page, cast view, screenshots.com. So by using these tools you will be able to check out the previous thing also. uh, so whenever in some of the cases I remember, in one of the cases, it was a very highlighted case in Gujarat, and somebody has defaced the main page of the website. After a few hours it was corrected, but uh, whenever you are doing any cybercrime investigation, at last you will capture the accused, and to produce all the things in the court, there will be one panchnama also. Panchnama is a document. Okay, And in the technical Panchnama, you have to mention all the activities, step by step activities, whatever you have done. So at that time, there is a requirement. So what crime has happened? You need the screenshot of that page. But if the website is deleted, you will never be able to get that page. So which tool you will be used to get the page again? So this wayback machine, archive.is, black widow, these tools will be helpful to you to get that web page again and take a screenshot of that page, and it will be useful in the Panchnama. So we also done used these tools for that website, because one of the website was used in the case. Now, some useful tools, and here it is written CTF, that is the capture the flag, but these tools are also used in the technical part of the case. For example, if you want to do the reverse engineering of any Android application, at that time in income tax case, we have used the dex to jar and JDJUI. Okay, dex to jar will convert all the dex class files into the jar files, and to read the jar files you can use the tool JDJUI. And you after doing that, you will get the. And in one of the sim swapping case, it was a case of 1.2 crore rupees, and uh, the attacker has put the keylogger in the system. And so what, whenever the victim was typing his email ID, whenever he was opening his he was doing the net banking, so the keylogger will capture all the keystrokes. So the accused got all the internet banking credentials, and he also got the all access of the email ID. And after that, they done the sim swapping. Sim swapping means whatever your current sim card is there, it will deactivate, and a new sim card will be there with the fraudster. That part is done manually. Now the OTP will get on the new sim card, because they are having the internet banking credentials. Only thing is to get the OTP. So to get the OTP, they will do the sim swapping, and they will deactivate your current sim, and they will take the new sim. So next time, whenever the OTP will be there, that will be in the new sim card. So by using this process, they have done a lot of scam, and these were 1.2 crore scam. So the tools which we people have used to get the malware from the system, the first thing you should know, being a crime cyber crime investigator, you have to find out how the event can be happened, how this crime can be happened, some human intelligence also, and other part. So after that, when you will check, a lot of tools are there, like TCP view is there. Suppose you have stopped all the application in the computer, and after that you have installed the TCP view, you, it will show the backend connectivity to any server, and still there is any connection established, and data transfer is there, you will get to able that your some malware is there in your system, and it is connected somewhere. So you will get the idea. uh, Other than, you have to check out the startup process. Control Alt delete, you will open the task manager. In that, you have to check the startup process, because whenever you are starting your system, that malware will get also automatically started. So a lot of other things are there from where you can get to know that my system is having any malware or anything like that. So these are some of the tools which are very useful. It depends on what type of case it is. So if it is in any investigation of a case, if there is an Android application, then surely you have to do the reverse engineering of that mobile application. Vulnerable web application, that is for your practice. If somebody wants to do the practice for these on the web application, these are the some of the examples. If you want to do at a higher level, okay, reverse engineering, so these are the some already in a controlled environment, these things are made. Okay, access extreme vulnerable driver, vulnerable server, vulnerable VPN, VoIP. Okay, so these are for the practice thing, and this is for the vulnerable mobile application. Suppose if you don't know anything how to do the reverse engineering and all, you can use first practice on these like damn vulnerable Android app, damn vulnerable Firefox OS application. So these will be very helpful for the practice. These are some of the tools for the reverse engineering of Android application. I have already mentioned that Text2Jar, JDGUI, and some other tools are also there. Those who are making Android application, they can debug, and all the evidences some are existing in the Android application. If the it depends on the developer of the Android application. These are some of the hacking simulators. Means you want to improve your skills, because being a cybercrime investigator, you should be very perfect in most of the tools which will be very useful to solve the cases. And for that you have to practice a lot on these simulators, these tools. These are the most important one, that to improve your hacking skills and ethical hacking skills. These are for the practice, and these are available online also. These are giving you a controlled environment to improve your skills. So we got suspicious files in the accused mobile, and we first check out. We don't directly click on any link or any file. If we think it is very suspicious or anything, we first check out in the tool Virus Total, and it will give a lot of information. These are some of the password cracking tools, and Johnny the Reaper and all, TSC Hydra. The most of the time in investigation we are using these tools when we are not having the direct access. This I am telling you, this I have kept because if you want to be a cybercrime investigator, so I was telling you must be very good in open source intelligence. So that's why you have to do any of the MOOC course, or you have to check out the websites also, like Sense is there, NIST is there, and this Cybrary is there for the MOOC course, and here you can get the course of Ocean. For malware analysis, in the I remember in the SIM swapping case we have used this Joy sandbox, and virus total also, any dot run. So these are the controlled environment in which you can run the malware. So we got the keylogger and all these things. We check out what is the process, how the malware is working, what at the first stage it is doing, and after at last what is happening. So you can check out the behavior of that malware in these website, Joy sandbox and any dot run, and third is the virus total. But this Joy sandbox is one of the best one, and it will give a 52-page report related to that malware in detail. So if all the we have done all the process, we have done the CDR IPDR analysis, we have done the open source intelligence, we got the accused, we now we are having the laptop and mobile phone of the accused. Now the digital forensic part comes. Now this is the time where digital forensic will work. So basic main is the evidence. We know what type of crime is happened, and according to that we have to find out the evidence, and the evidence should not get damaged, or it should not get changed. So you can't do the any testing activity if you don't know anything. You just leave it, but don't try to implement and to learn the thing, because if you have changed the evidence, or if you have changed anything, suppose for example, one Excel is there, and in Excel Paytm KYC script is there, and that is the one of the evidence in court which will be admissible, that we got this type of laptop, that will be covered in Panchnama. all details, the serial number of that laptop, which type of laptop is there, what operating system was there, and while opening the laptop, what was there, where was the evidence was kept. So if you open the Excel sheet and you just changed anything, or just you put one dot and anything, and again you are saving, the date will get changed of that Excel sheet. Okay, so now what will happen, the accused can say, I haven't done anything, you can check out the date, it was the date when the laptop was in the hand of law enforcement agency, and they have kept the script in this. I am innocent people, I haven't done anything. Because it is true that the date will be get changed, and if you are doing anything on that on the system you have captured. So this is very this is one of the very bad practice. Actually, what should happen, whenever you are getting any device, you just put you have to do the imaging of that device. Means you have to copy all the data of that device. It is not like directly you are putting the data in the hard drive. It is not like you have to use some of the tools like write blocker, and you have to do the cloning of the data. So bit by bit all data will be copied in any hard disk or anything, and at that time you have to do the analysis of that data. So hash is also calculated in that hash value. So that will give the statement that in a court, that will be the admissible thing, that nothing is changed in that. So to learn that important aspects related to the evidence, because in digital forensic most important part is the evidence. So there is 165B certificate. Okay, and whenever whatever the technical things you are doing, at last it has to there has to be produced a certificate, that is 65B, and this certificate is enough to tell that the thing which is presenting in the court, the evidence which we are presenting in the court, this is one type of certification. It is a true one. It is it will be admissible to court, and there is no tampering in the evidence. And if you want to get more thing on this, you can see some leading cases and judgment which is related to 65B Evidence Act. Anwar PV versus PK Bakshi Supreme Court. You just read these judgments. You will get to know what is the important role of evidence. And one of the because there is like witness, you are producing the proof in the court. It may be oral evidence, or it may be in document. Some of the things can't be in document. Some of the things are electronic records. So all these things related to the evidence, you have to check out the Indian Evidence Act. And till now currently in the cyber cases, you will also get to know that there is a we are producing the certificate 65B. So these are some cases which you can refer to know more about the importance of the evidence. These are some of the most important powerful forensic tools. You can check out Shift Workstation, very much important. Network Miner for sniffing, Wireshark, Network Miner, Autopsy to get the evidences, Belkasoft Evidence Center, Autopsy. Suppose you have copied all the things, you have done the hard disk cloning, imaging you have done by the write blocker, and suppose there were total 4 systems with the accused. Now you can take all the content at one place, and by using the Belkasoft Evidence Center, whatever the thing you want to search, suppose you want to search any image, from all the data it will be very easy to get the to check out the image. So these forensic tools will be very helpful to get the evidence. So investigation process is not only digital forensic. This is the last step. This is the third step. First is to find out the culprit, to find out the accused. For that thing, part one and part two is covered. After the part 1 and part 2, you will get the accused, you will get the digital gadgets, and from that digital gadgets you have to find out the evidences, and to find out the evidences you need a lot of tools. Like to maintaining the integrity of electronic evidence, we are using the write blocker, and it will copy all the content into a new hard drive. That will be another copy. You have to do work on that copy, so the original system data will be saved. There will be no change in that. In the true copy you are doing the work. This is 65B certificate statement. I have viewed this document and converted it into a computer output and I certify. So this is one type of certificate related to the evidence. And some of the actions sections I have mentioned: section 14 of IT Act, section 16 of IT Act 2000, and these are related to your electronic records. So major is the evidence. Whenever you have to do the digital forensic, you have to take the evidence from the accused digital gadgets. So you can check out the jobs in the law enforcement agency. Recently, BECIL in Delhi, there was vacancies in which it was mentioned mobile forensic expert, network forensic expert, memory forensic expert, malware forensic expert, cloud forensic expert, crypto analyst, open source intelligence professionals. Okay, so this open source intelligence professional is directly to your cybercrime as an investigator. So whenever you are working on any case, you will need the help of mobile forensic expert. Suppose the accused is having the cell phone. Now you have to retrieve all the data from the cell phone. So at that time you will need help of mobile forensic expert. Suppose in any of the cases there is hacking in any organization. At that time, network forensic expert will get all the artifacts or evidence from the network. Memory forensic expert. uh, Memory forensic expert means there is a system, and from system memory the evidences has to be taken. So that these type of jobs are available in the market right now in India. So cybercrime investigator is a very depth thing, it is a very broad thing, and to get that broad thing you first have to be expert in all these activities like mobile, network, memory, malware. At least you should be having knowledge from basic to in the depth one. What is the procedure to be as a cybercrime investigator? First you have to do the ocean open source intelligence, you have to get all the information. Then law enforcement agency will do their work, they will find out the culprit. After that you have to be very good in digital forensic to get the evidence. uh, some of the jobs recently in Gujarat, like in CID crime railway, cyber crime ne lagti kamgiri, cyber forensic consultant. Some of the recruitment in NIA, National Investigation Agency, you can see technical cyber scene assistant. This is also related to the cyber security. Cyber forensic examiner. This is like these type of work will be there related to the forensics, mobile, network, memory, malware, cloud forensics. And to be ahead in this, being a cybercrime investigator, you will get all the information of cybersecurity or any course, any degree from this website cyberdegrees.org. And some of the certification you can see, popular certifications are there: CISSP, CISA, CISM, GCIH, CEH, OSCP, CHFI. So these are some of the certifications, and these are highly paid certifications. For digital forensic expert certification, what you have to do, that is CHFI, GASF, GNFA, IACIS, GCFA, GCIH. And for cyber crime threat intelligence analyst, CISSP, CISM, CEH, OSCP. And for the cyber crime investigator, what type of certification? CEH, CHFI, OSCP, GCFA, GCIH, GIAC, and ENCE and CFE. So categories wise, if you want to be at a high level. So you have to do some certification also. Otherwise, you should have a very good experience with a law enforcement agency to carry out the work. So these are some of the media coverages, and I'm done with the thing. So this is what I'm just given 0.001% of cybercrime investigation. Darshan sir, there are some questions which I think I should
Yeah.
cover.
Yes, sir. Sir, I will just check it out. Any
Okay.
questions from the participant in the chat box? So one question is there: how security is maintained in open source intelligence